Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be starting off using my Baby Skin Primer from Maybelline, and as you can see, it just helps to smooth everything out. I recently have been loving this primer. It's a really good dupe for the Smashbox one, and it really helps to keep your foundation looking nice and clean. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Girl, it's been a long time. I stopped using primer for a long time for my eyes, and it really does make a difference. Even an eyeshadow primer like this, where it's clear, doesn't really give you that bright boom of white color, it still makes your shadows look phenomenal. So don't forget your primer. So to start off with my eyes, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette, and I'm just taking that light shade, the lightest shade that's in there, and I'm using that to set the primer. So I'm next going into the Huda Beauty Warm Obsessions palette, and I'm using that brown shade, and I'm going to be using that as kind of like my first transition shade. And then dipping into the same palette, I'm taking the darker brown shade and I'm adding that in the crease section just to make everything blend in with my eye color. As you can see, everything just looks more smooth versus the one on the other side. You can tell it looks a little bit out there. So basically this is going to help to warm everything up. So now going back into the Mauve Obsessions palette, I'm taking that pink shade and I'm putting that in the crease. That's going to be my first color to make this whole purple look pop off. Yes, I do have two of the palettes and I'm using them together. These are like the best ones. Actually, they're all pretty good, but I have these two for now. Now I'm going and taking that burgundy shade and using that to intensify my crease color. As you can see, I'm just popping that right on top, focusing it mostly in the crease section, not really getting too high or too low, because yeah, I want this to be very concentrated. Now I'm taking the second darkest shade and I'm focusing that really towards the end corner of my eye. I really want to create a more defined kind of cat slanted eye with this, so I'm really focusing this on the end. Now I'm going into the darkest shade, and that's going to be my real defining color, and I'm using that on the same area that we just put that first color before this one to really define and darken. So this is the most exciting part. I'm taking the J.Cat Holographic eye topper and I'm using that kind of to make like a cut crease. These are really cool if you're not really that experienced in creating a cut crease. This kind of does the work for you. It's like a shadow and concealer in one in terms of carving the eye. So this is why I like using these things. I'm not really sure too much how much I paid for this, but I know it's really inexpensive. It's probably like $3 or something like that. I'll link these below so that you guys can check them out because they have so many other colors and I'm really interested in getting more colors because they look so cute and they're so easy to work with, as you can see. Now popping back into that Mauve Obsessions palette, I'm taking the darkest shade and I'm going to put that back on the end just to, you know, sharpen up that defining area. And I'm making it really pop off, as you can see. And I'm just blending that in to make sure that it works out good. Now I'm taking the Wet n Wild liquid highlighter. This is the Mega Glow Halo, I think it's called. And I'm also going to be taking some of this Alegenist color correcting drops in the shade Apricot. This helps to cancel out any dark spots. And for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline SuperStay in the shade Warm Coconut. This is the perfect foundation if you're looking for a dupe for the Huda Beauty one. And as you can see, I'm just mixing everything together. I know it looks crazy at first. Once you mix everything together, it kind of becomes like a really full coverage, nice but still highlighted look. So this is why I like to do this method. So now I'm using the Sephora mattifying powder, and I'm using that to set that foundation to make everything look smooth and flawless. So to cover the dark circles and imperfections under my eye before highlighting, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in the shade Cafe, and this is really nice. It's like a creamy texture, so it's hydrating, it's not too dry, and it's good coverage, and it covers everything underneath my eye. Now I'm just taking a damp beauty blender and I'm blending that all out. Now I'm taking Maybelline's newest concealer. I think this is the newest one, I'm not sure, but it's the Better Skin Concealer. It has antioxidants in it that really does help to heal the under eye area, and this is in the shade medium, which is kind of a light shade, but I wanted to highlight with it. So I'm just putting that in all the areas that I want to brighten. I look like I'm like in a tribe or something, so it's really funny. But now I'm just blending that all out using the same damp beauty blender, and as you can see, it just totally takes my look from a 0 to 1000. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to take this Peach Perfect mattifying powder from Too Faced, and I'm using that to bake underneath my eye. This creates the most matte and most flawless looking powder next to the Laura Mercier one. This one is pretty nice too. I like the scent, and it has more of a peach undertone, so it kind of, I don't know, creates a different look, more natural look under the eye. So just placing that in all areas, and I'm going to let that sit for a bit before I blend it out, focusing it mainly under my eye in terms of baking. So now I'm going to be contouring using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. I'm placing that in all the areas that I want to slim down. So that includes around my forehead area, underneath my cheekbones, and down the bridge of my nose, of course, because the nose contour is extremely important. And I'm just using my dual-sided Tarte brush to blend that all out. And I'm leaving that baking right under there. I'm doing this all together, but still making sure that I don't touch that bake. So girl, we gotta bake, honey. Bake! So we can look like glazed donuts in the end. Am I right? Am I right? So now I'm just blending out that nose contour using the other side of my brush. As you can see, I left that for last because I kind of wanted that to sit there so that it doesn't get lost up in the sauce. So now to dust away that bake, I'm going to be using this MAC Mineralized Skin Finishing Powder. This helps to just make everything look more natural and blend everything together as opposed to just dusting the bake off on its own. So now I'm going to be setting the contour rather, with this bronzer from Laura Geller. I like it because it's natural, but at the same time it's matte, so it doesn't give you like that sparkle look. So it keeps the contour without looking too contoury, if that makes sense. So now for my blush, I'm actually going to be using the pink color in the Mauve Obsessions palette, which I know, big shocker, I'm using shadow as blush, but as you can see, it gives a beautiful finish and it helps to tie everything in with the eye look. Now I'm going to be doing my liquid liner. Not sure if you guys wanted to see this part, but I usually cut out my eyeliner looks. Rather, I usually cut out the process of me doing the eyeliner, but I thought I should just put it in this time because, hey, why not? By the way, this liner is from Sephora. So the lashes that I'm going to be using is from Violet Voss. These are in the style Vamptress, and just like my liner, I usually cut out the applying of the lashes, but I decided to put them in. As you can see, I'm using tweezers. So first, before I put on my mascara, I like to usually use the L'Oreal Voluminous primer, and that's what I'm applying right now. For my mascara, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. It's really dark, super black, and I'm focusing that more on the bottom, but I also am going to be applying them on the top to match my own lashes with my falsies. So for my highlight, I will be using the Desi X Katy and Dose of Colors highlighter in the shade Mirame. And I'm placing that pretty much all over my face because this is the perfect shade for my skin tone, and it's really good for all skin tones pretty much, but this is like the one that I can put in all areas because it is gold tone and it just really helps to make my whole face glow. And for my second highlight, I will be using the Kat Von D Holographic Prism palette, and I'm using this purple shade, and I'm placing that only on my cheekbones, as you can see, because I don't want to look like an alien today. So for my lips, I'm going to be using this lip tint, and this is the Huda Beauty lip tint, and I forgot the name of this, but I will be linking it down below. And I'm going to start off using the lip contour, and I'm placing that actually all in my lips because I want to create a long-lasting base. So I'm lining my lips, but I'm also going to be filling in my lips. Now I'm putting the liquid lipstick on, and this one I think is in the shade Muse. I think it's Muse, yeah. So now I'm going to be placing the lip strobe on top. As you can see, it makes it look so pretty. And to finish that off, I'm setting my face with the Too Faced Festival Setting Spray. And as you can see, this is the completed look, you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. I just wanted to explain everything, and I also wanted this video to be pretty timely. If you did enjoy this video, you can let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel. As usual, I'm sending so much love your way, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.